My terrible professor was fired. Now is it revenge or just karma at work? I don't know, but thought I'd share anyway. I had a horrific professor that was just awful in every way. He was rude, cruel, unprofessional, and sexist. I truly had no respect for him, because at the very least he could have been a good teacher, but he wasn't even good at that. I've had teachers not like me, and it is what it is. But this man was horrible to everyone. Even though I lacked any respect for this man, I played nice and went on my absolute best behavior at all times to appease him till I could get out of the class. I also still had one more class with him I would need before I graduated, and he was the only professor for the subject. Knowing he would make my life a living hell if he got any sense of snarkiness from me, I was as well behaved as one could ask. A semester later, I was talking with some people, and we got on the conversation about how horrible he was. One girl chimed in that she was currently in class with him, where she's the only student. This is fairly normal in our department, and he was taking advantage. He was flirting with her, telling her personal details, complaining about his wife, and even went as far as touching her inappropriately. Should have shocked me, and was not at all. But I immediately knew this could be the one thing that would get that man fired. I urged her to go to Title IX and report him. Give them the texts and they will have definitive evidence. She was nervous, not necessarily ready to ruin his life or face the possibility of not being believed, and he stays on. I told her with the text she has, there's no way they won't believe her, and I would personally tell them of how unprofessional he is and the multiple sexist comments I heard. A few days later, she let me know she reported him. Well, beginning of this semester, I was having to take that second class with him, because it's my final semester. I was prepared for another semester of his BS, as it seemed the case went nowhere. Well, walked in the first day. No one was there until the new professor came in and said he had resigned 4 days ago. I would learn that this resignation was very much a forced one, and not the first time our school has used that to avoid actually firing someone. Anyway, he is gone. What happened is definitely the result of his own actions. However, I do like that I did play a small role in getting rid of him, even though I would have encouraged the girl regardless of who it was. But it did feel a bit like revenge for the hell he put me and everyone around me through.